Okay, everybody, it's time to go ahead and transfer these tomato plants over into bigger containers. They're a good 4 inches tall, so I think we'll go ahead and transfer them over. And what I use to transfer them over in is these little they're about 4-inch styrofoam cups. And so also the soil that I use is just the same seed starting mix that I started the seeds with. So I've never fertilized. A lot of people, about at the 4-week mark, when you're ready to go ahead and transfer them over into a bigger container, will add a little bit of liquid fertilizer. And I'm sure that's not a bad thing to do, but I'm going for an organic type of deal. I don't know, they probably make some kind of organic fertilizer for them, but I never have done it before, and it's always been fine, so I'll continue what I know. What I always do is just take these cups, just take like a pen or a pencil or something. I'll just put like maybe 3 holes in the bottom of it like that, just so you don't get built up moisture. And then I just loosely fill the cup. And then what I'll do is I'll just take my finger and just make a big cutout, like a hole in it. And then take the egg carton and just kind of squeeze the bottom of it and push at the same time. And that whole piece will come out. And since egg cartons are easy to come by, I just put my finger through the bottom. I don't worry anything about it. Now, these leaves right here, these rounded leaves, those are just the leaves that help push up through the dirt. I think I just broke that plant off. And then I push this down in there and bury it up to where those leaves were. Yeah, I kind of snapped that plant off. Well, that's not good. So that's probably one that probably won't make it. Maybe I'll try to put some dirt around it. And we'll try not to do that again. So then I just take another cup without holes in it and just drop that straight down inside there. And that's that. So we'll go ahead and keep on going. I only needed about 6 or 8 plants out of this whole batch per type of tomato. So I guess losing one is not the end of the world. Rather not, but okay, well, looks like I'm going to need some more dirt. So I'll go ahead and finish this up and then come back when I'm finished. Alright, I just thought I would take a second to illustrate the depth of planting these, because these plants are quite a bit taller than the other variety. So let me see if I can get you a close look at this here. Okay, see, there's quite a bit of distance there between that first set of leaves and the dirt there. You want to bury it just right up to the level of those first leaves. See, I've showed it before, but all those fine little hairs become roots. So So you want to bury it just right up to the bottom of the first leaves there. So it kind of makes it look like when you're done the plants are very young or whatever, because they're no longer very tall, but that's what you want. It makes them strong, makes them grow a stronger root system. Again, you don't want to pack it down super tight. I'm just kind of settling it a little bit. So there you are. Okay, so here we are. I got all the tomatoes done. That one over there is a little bit tall, but it's not touching the light yet, so it's okay. And they're not all facing the front, but I went and labeled all the Amish paste tomatoes so I could keep the two separate. I didn't label the other ones. I just know obviously that the ones that aren't labeled are the regular ones. So, but right here is our sunflowers that kind of shot up. They're doing good. Let's see. Yeah, every single one of them germinated, so they did good. But the big news is the green peppers went ahead and decided they're going to do something. Since the first time I seeded it, they didn't do anything. And I didn't even change out the soil or anything. I just poked some more seeds down in there. Now, let's see, we got one. Yeah, there's two. Nothing there yet. Nothing there yet. Three. Whoa. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we got 8 out of 12 so far. So that's not too bad. I don't know what happened the first time. I really don't. And then there's the sweet banana peppers. They're doing really good. And then these onions, we'll deal with those in a second. And our little, you can't really see the other side too well. Well, there you can a little bit. There's our iceberg lettuce. I only started 6 here. In about another week to 10 days, I'll start the other 6 to stagger them. That one right there is the one I broke off, kinda. So we'll see what it does. I kind of faced it this way, away from the light, so you know, it might straighten it back up trying to reach towards the light. I don't know. But so far so good. It's a long line of tomatoes. Takes up about 3/4 of a 4-foot light. So now these are fine. These egg cartons are fine to put sideways like that. The light still reaches the whole thing. So I can do that. Or if I run out of light still, we've got these studio lights for my wife to do her video reviews and stuff. We've got 3 studio lights that are 6800K, so we can use those even for grow lights if we need to. But let's take care of these onions real quick. Okay, well, our table's still a little messy from the tomatoes, but I think we can still work with it. Now with these onions, what you can do to keep them at a manageable height, once they get about 3 or 4 inches tall, you can go ahead and start kind of cutting them back some, and you can just snip them right off just like that, just like giving them a haircut. Guess I got 2 seeds in that hole, but that's okay. And there we go. Keeps them kind of manageable. Snip that one off. And it doesn't hurt them a bit. Just kind of keeps them at a manageable height. Alrighty. Alright, so we got all of our onions looking good down to a good length and everything, so everything's looking pretty good. I got to do a little bit of rearranging though. I got plenty of open space because these cups take up quite a bit more room than, you know, egg cartons, obviously. But that should be it. I know that certain things we didn't plant enough of, like onions. You know, we've got 18, 12, is that 30? So we might have about between 50 and 60 onions. And, you know, that's obviously not enough for a family of 5 to last a year, so. And then, tomatoes, that's probably not enough to last an entire year. But we're just, you know, we did a garden last year, and we did a small amount of each thing, and it seemed to work out pretty good. We ate most of everything during the summer, but you know, we froze the green pepper. I think we only had like 6 green pepper plants, and it produced so many green and red peppers that we were able to freeze a lot of them. I think I still have like a 1-pound bag of them in the freezer still, so we basically just use green peppers for like meatloaf and spaghetti and stuff like that, but I know a lot of this stuff is not enough to last a year. You know, I plan on, hopefully, I don't know about this year, but I plan on planting potatoes and stuff like that, but the garden's going to have to get a lot bigger, and it's going to have a lot more work than what I've got time to put into it right now, you know. I've got a lot of things going on, so. Anyway, here's a little update on how everything's going, and so far so good.